So unless you've been living under a rock or you don't care about YouTube at all, you'll have realized that YouTube recently changed the categories which YouTubers need to meet in order to be able to display ads on their channels and thereby make money off displaying those ads. It used to be that you just needed 10,000 views of your channel, which actually, if you create half decent content, probably isn't that hard to achieve. And certainly for a new YouTuber, for a young channel trying to get into that AdSense space, it doesn't seem like a million miles away. What they've done now is they've completely switched it to make it a lot more daunting for a new YouTuber to understand how they're going to ever see any revenue from their channel if that's what they want to achieve. Basically, YouTube realized that a lot of their big advertisers were getting a bit tetchy about the fact that their adverts were appearing in front of content on YouTubers' channels that they didn't want to be associated with, like dead bodies. Who could that be? But basically it makes sense. I mean, from a business perspective, YouTube needs to protect their revenue, so they've changed the algorithm so that really only those people who are really dedicated to producing good content, good value content, and engaging with the YouTube community properly, so that those people are getting rewarded. And that kind of makes sense because actually there are a lot of bot channels out there that are just churning out content, especially in like the kids sector. I know that there's so many YouTube channels that are just churning out kid content that is just mindless colours and things driving around, and it's crazy. And they were making a lot of money from ads despite not really putting much effort into the content. So that's a sad situation. How it affects the smallest YouTubers, new channels like the Tarantula Cave, like mine, it's not a major deal because it's all new anyway, and I'm not used to making any money off YouTube. And okay, yeah, it's always nice to have a bit of extra income, but really that's not the purpose of what I'm doing here. What I'm trying to do is have fun, learn about videography, learn about editing, and hopefully entertain some people and bring them on the journey and maybe educate some people in tarantula husbandry, that kind of thing. So that's where I'm at. But I think for the mid-sized channels, they got hit really hard because they were probably hitting some of the parameters pretty close and making money because they had their 10,000 views, but then suddenly the carpet's been pulled away, they aren't hitting all of the criteria anymore, and they're saying bye-bye to that fairly useful extra income that they had going on for them. So there are a lot of videos, if you search for them, of people getting very angry about the YouTube algorithm change. But yeah, anyway, I digress. Essentially, it's changed so that you now need to have the 10,000 views of your channel, which perhaps isn't so hard to achieve if you're producing good content, but you also now need to have 1,000 subscribers. Again, if you produce decent content, eventually, if you slog away at it, or you have, particular videos that kind of capture the imagination, or they hit a trending topic, then that's not that hard to achieve either. But the real kicker is the 4,000 hours of watch time. So you need to have 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 12 months, plus the other two criteria before YouTube will put ads onto your content. And a lot of people are like, 4,000 hours, whoa, that is a lot of time. How does that break down? What does that mean for me? There's some great YouTube videos where people have suggested making a 4-hour video and then begging all of your 1,000 subscribers to watch it, which is an interesting idea. I thought about it, as I said, my main purpose for this YouTube channel is about learning for me and learning for the community, and the subscribers and you guys, basically. So I thought I'd do some maths because I've heard some very spurious maths. Lots of YouTube experts talking absolute rubbish about the numbers. So here it is. I'm going to fade to black because I've been talking too long. I'm going to do the maths in the next bit. Here we go. So 4,000 hours a year is 240,000 minutes a year. If you divide 240,000 minutes by the 12 months in the year, that gives you 20,000 minutes a month. That's the amount of watch time per month you need to be generating if you want to get ads in your videos. If you have 1,000 subscribers, you can divide that 20,000 minutes by 1,000, which you would have to have anyway because that's the minimum criteria, which means every one of your subscribers needs to watch 20 minutes of your channel every month. Okay, so that's one person watching 20 minutes of your content. Now, personally, I make videos of varying length, but mostly they're longer than 5 minutes, I guess, and I have an average view time of 4 minutes. Now, I don't produce the best content by any stretch. There's some brilliant channels out there. So if I'm like average, then let's just work with me. So 4 minute view time, 4 minute watch time average. So you take your 20 minutes per sub, you divide it by 4, that's the number of minutes, and that tells you how many 4-minute videos you have to make every month, every year to hit the criteria, to be at the minimum. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. So that's 5 videos a month of 4 minutes length or greater. Now, obviously, if you have a longer video that's really captured people's imagination, they're going to watch it for longer, they're going to share it with people. Also, your 1,000 subscribers, they're your subscribers, but that's not everyone who's going to see your video, because obviously people are searching for the content, they're finding things through YouTube search, they're finding things via your keywords. So actually, 5 videos a month at 4 minutes length is pretty easy. That's like 1 a week and a bonus video, but actually you probably have to produce less than that for people to be watching. So all this kind of stress and angst and anger about how am I ever going to get 4,000 hours of watch time? I don't know. I reckon in a year and a half it's doable. I don't know how this channel is going to progress. I don't even know if I'm going to continue producing content, for how long I'm going to be producing content. I'd like to, but I don't know what life's going to throw at me. But to me, I already aim to produce 4 videos a month and a few extras, and I find that doable. You know, that works with my life, with my main job, all the rest of it. So I'm not really scared about whether or not I will ever be able to put ads on my video. The interesting question is how quick that'll happen, but from a small YouTube channel perspective, it doesn't really matter because I haven't lost anything, because I'm not used to making money from ads anyway. So all I can say is my heartfelt condolences to all you people stuck in the middle, because you probably were earning enough money to be worth having, and now you're not. And, you know, kudos to the people who are smashing it, because they've been on YouTube forever and they've worked really hard to make good content and build a community. And yeah, okay, some of them are idiots, but they're entertaining idiots. And so, you know, there are people like that in the world who make a lot of money, and good for them. So yeah, that's it. Very short as I could make it. I know I ramble on, but hey, it was never going to be about spiders anyway in this video. So I hope the content is useful to some of you who follow this channel, who have YouTube channels, and if you think it was useful to know that you only really need to produce a year's worth of 5 videos a month, then hopefully it helps. And yeah, you can do the maths for yourself. You basically do the 4,000 hours, which is 240,000 minutes, divided by 12 is 20,000 minutes a month, and then divide by the 1,000 subscribers, which is 20 minutes per subscriber, and then you want to work out how many videos of your normal length based on your view duration, which you should get through your YouTube creators section anyway. They just tell you in the analytics. Yeah, hope it was helpful. I rambled on. Sorry. Thank you. Bye-bye.